So apparently 10 states counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 states are in the process right now of actually trying to stop this whole acquisition between T-Mobile and Sprint. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the DC show. This is T. McNeil. Today is Thursday. Let's talk some tech news. Alright, guys, so as I just previously stated, this whole Sprint T-Mobile merger, it's a big deal for the wireless industry, okay? We all know that. Right now, there's currently 4 major players in the wireless industry, that being Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. So we know that Verizon and AT&T are the big players in this particular game, and US number 3 and US number 4 is T-Mobile and Sprint. Now, actually, Sprint used to be number 3 and T-Mobile was number 4. So if you guys aren't aware, they've now switched places. So now T-Mobile is number 3, okay? And Sprint is the one lagging behind at the number 4 spot. But apparently, there's not a lot of talk about this right now, guys. A lot of people are not really conversating about this whole situation. The thing is, it's not even on the news, okay? So we know that it's trying to take place. We know that the whole acquisition between these two companies, is being worked on as we speak. But again, there really hasn't been a lot of information. There hasn't been a lot of buzz and a lot of talk, once again, about this whole acquisition. But, I want to talk about it myself because, we have to think about 2 important things in this whole scenario. Now, one important thing, guys, is the possibility of people's wireless plans not only changing, but the cost of those plans going up due to the acquisition, okay? And not only that, but we also have to talk about job security, okay? Because anytime, a company acquires another company, merges with another company, however you want to say it, usually the company that's being bought out or that's being merged with, the one that's actually struggling, so to speak, those are the employees that I myself are concerned about because of job security. Normally what happens is people lose their jobs, okay? Because the company that's doing the acquiring, it depends on how important they feel that you are. It doesn't make it right, but at the end of the day, guys, that's just business, okay? It's nothing personal, it's just business. So if they feel as though, you're not an important asset to the company, they feel as though your department is not necessarily needed, your services are no longer needed, then guess what? They get rid of you, okay? And that's an unfortunate thing. And I have a feeling that even with this whole acquisition between T-Mobile and Sprint, Sprint's going to be the one left out in the cold, okay? And the thing is, guys, also there was some talk about T-Mobile actually keeping the T-Mobile name. And they were talking about calling it the new T-Mobile. I don't know if you guys actually heard about that. So the Sprint name is not even going to be kept anyway. They're going to get rid of Sprint. It's almost like Sprint never existed, because if this acquisition does go through, they're going to buy the rights to everything that Sprint owns. And like I said, what happens with that, guys? Job loss, okay? Usually. Some people will keep their jobs, but not everybody, okay? But like I said, guys, it's 10 different states. Now, the 10 states actually are Colorado, Connecticut, the District of Columbia, my hometown, Maryland, Michigan, Mississippi, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Okay, so all of these 10 states, okay, they're trying to reduce the competition because they said that according to here, that Sprint T-Mobile subscribers, more than 4.5 billion with a B annually. Okay, that's what would cost those companies if they were to merge, okay, guys, as far as upfront costs, okay? And it's also interesting, guys, because according to some information as well, they said a lot of the upstate New Yorkers still struggle with 3G, which I'm really shocked and surprised to hear that in 2019. I didn't even know the 3G bandwagon was even still out. Okay, now we're talking about 4G LTE, and now we're going to be moving into the 5G space. Okay, guys, so it's amazing that 3G is not even off the ground, and they're already saying that a merger is not going to guarantee additional coverage for certain communities, okay? So in other words, you need to focus on getting the bandwidth up, okay? Focus on improving the wireless connectivity for these people and a lot of other people across the country in these, rural areas that's not getting a lot of coverage. Myself, guys, me being with T-Mobile, I have 4G LTE, as I'm sure most of you have, and it's frustrating because even in 2019, I could be in a grocery store, I could be in certain parts of my state in Maryland, and I still have no coverage. I have like one bar, and I'm still getting drop calls, I'm still getting missed calls. Even when I'm looking at videos, guys, I still get the buffering ring on the phone. So, it's ridiculous. And I'm like, you guys are talking about merging, but you guys need to fix the daggone signal and the bandwidth for these phones. So there's a lot of other things, guys, that need to be worked on as opposed to them actually merging. Okay. Now, if you guys want the information, I can leave the link in the comment section down below. You guys can click on it and get the full details. But it's a lot of info on here. They talk about the shares of both companies. They're talking about the DOJ. In other words, the Department of Justice is actually the ones who's trying to block the deal as we speak. So it's one big mess, man. But what do you guys think about the whole merger between these two companies? And I want to talk back real quick about the wireless plans. Like I said, the wireless plans, are going to change. Okay. Right now, I know T-Mobile has the all-in-one plan. I think that's what it's called, and it's basically like $70 a month. Okay. Plus tax, but about $70 a month. You get unlimited talk, unlimited text, you get unlimited data, and you get some other little perks that they've thrown in there as well for $70 a month. So that's not a bad deal. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what Sprint has, but you gotta imagine that, like I said, if these two companies merge, T-Mobile's not going to use a lot of assets that Sprint has. They're going to use what T-Mobile has. Okay, but again, it doesn't necessarily mean that from a wireless plan standpoint that you're going to pay less money. Okay, you could pay more money, and the reason why is because it's less competition. Think about that, guys. There's 4 major carriers in the country right now. If T-Mobile and Sprint merge, there's going to be 3. So that means there's less competition overall. Now it's just between 3 companies. So obviously, whatever AT&T and whatever Verizon is charging, T-Mobile's going to have to kind of match that or be off or under a little bit, okay, just to stay in competition, okay? So again, it's not all great, okay, guys? It's not going to sit up here and say that, it's all rainbows and good things at the end of this acquisition, because I don't think that it is, okay? But you guys give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Like I said, as far as the plans, I know for a fact that that's going to change, even though T-Mobile and Sprint are saying that they're not going to raise the rates for the next 3 years. They're going to have to, okay? Because you got to do that to stay in business, okay? And I think also, like I said, that the employment rate is going to change, especially for the company that's being acquired, which would be Sprint, okay? So at the end of the day, people will ultimately lose their jobs, and that's never a good thing, okay? So like I said, they're not talking about this a lot, but I think that it's interesting, man, and hopefully, I'm one of those people that, I'll say this. I really don't want the companies to merge because I'm thinking about costs and I'm thinking about, money out of my own pocket as well as millions of other subscribers to these companies as well, okay? I'm not trying to pay more money out of my pocket for the same services, okay? And I'm sure that you guys wouldn't want to either. But I want to bring up one last quote on here, guys. Now, I'm not going to put it on the screen, but it does say that T-Mobile is the most popular among customers who make less than $75,000 a year. I find that to be very interesting. Okay, so I didn't even know that myself. So basically, the major players like AT&T, Verizon, to me, are for the ballers. Alright, which I'm not one. So you guys give me your thoughts and opinions on that, and we'll go from there. Also, guys, make sure that you like and share this content. I would definitely appreciate that. Also, if you enjoy the content, make sure that you smack the hell out of that subscribe button. And lastly, do not forget to tap the bell symbol. That way you receive notifications first when the DC Show puts up new, or in some cases, updated content. So I appreciate you guys watching, listening, and tuning in. And like I said, guys, I will go ahead and actually put the information up there for the ones who are interested, and you can read the info for yourself. So I'll catch you guys in the very next video. Have a good one.